I grabbed different, some extra light, so there is a bit harsher shade. I have 2 extra lights on right now, but it gives me a better feel. Well, first, I'm gonna mix some green. This dries very matte. This is actually a very light green that goes well, so I need a little bit of a jar again. I'm probably gonna need more, so I'm just grabbing another one. And believe it or not, I'm seeing the end of the barrel right now of all my little jars. I'd rather not use jars with a metal lid because that reacts to heat. As in the summer, it gets warm here. Okay, because the rack and Lady Ignis have the same hair color. It is quite. And I have this nice green. This green, which is technically too bluish green, and I need a little bit of yellow. So I'm using this yellowish green. And we start mixing. How dry are you? Dry enough to use this side. This is the perfect color. In one go. Yay! Can be a bit lighter. Bit lighter. I keep them in mind that it dries a little bit lighter, so original color. I actually need a little bit more light. And no, I'm not going to add white. Because it's going to dry a bit darker. And you can go and dry. Steering stick gets all the colors of the world. And while I was away, I also spray painted the black wings again. So in 15 minutes or so, I can flip them over and do the other side. Okay. You can go back here. And this is a mix of two nice paints, so hopefully they dry nicely as well. Now I need to look for a mint. And I do believe I stumbled across that not too long ago in my big pile of paint. That was very nice, not nice paint. That's glitter. Here, there we have the mint. And it's a glittery one as well. Nice. I have a spare job because I know I'm going to mix colors again. Oh, I can use that dark purple for Kim and her skin tone. Do I have a color with her skin tone out and about? Yes, I can use that brown. You can go in here, by the way. Wait, isn't this a better color for Kim? Yes, this one's going to be used for Kim. So I have all the lights on here and it feels dark. So I'm probably gonna have to look for another light in here. I still have to redo the lights here. I have a couple of LED lights. The previous owner put a warm light in here, so that means it's very cozy, but you can't really see anything. Oh, I missed a spot with the green hair, so I'll do that afterwards. And Lady Gaia is one of my least favorite characters. She's just boring. Which is how she is, by the way. So it's not like she's doing it wrong. And yes, I made her, so you could technically say I created a boring character. Sometimes as a writer, you just have a few characters you don't have a feel with. For Forever Young, it's Hane and partly Irina. For Serenade Moon, it's Lady Gaia. And I probably wouldn't have created them any other way. Now a little bit of this again because missed spots, few of them. And I know everything else is purple, but the purple I made is a bit too dark. Do I have another? Is that other purple gonna match? Let me check. Yeah, that purple is gonna match. Picky. And with that, Lady Gaia is almost done. We're running into getting to the bottom of the barrel. First her arm ribbons, her bracelets. I did think to keep these bottles. Then I could empty one of the big tubes in it as soon as they run out. So I'm probably going to keep maybe one or two of these, well, probably 5 or 6 of these bottles. But then, of course, I first need to get the tubes empty. I have a few huge tubes. Not YouTube, but huge tube. Oh, so funny. I'm not going to do the flower. That flower needs to be purple as well, but same with the feathers. I'm not going to do that right now. That's just rushing and looking for accidents. I can do the little shoe, which can be darker purple. There we go. But now that I have more light, the shade's going to be an issue. But anyway, Lady Gaia, more or less. Now, what else can I do? I believe that was a red hat. And jeans, I believe. Yeah, jeans blue for the, well, jeans or denim, dark denim. What's not really that dark. And then the red cap. Well, we already mixed a nice red for that, so we're going to keep that. First, her denim pants. I was wondering. That orange is slightly too orange for Mika. Do I have a more pastel-y orange? Actually, I need a mix between those two, so I'm probably going to mix it. Probably gonna buy a couple of these jars again, and then give them to others and like. And don't forget, I get the jars. You get the Nutella, I get the jars. Partly because, let's see, yes, there's milk in here, so I can't eat it. And I'm not much of a Nutella girl anyway. Chocolate paste. There we go. You can go and dry. I think the purple I need for the close of cam are the same colors I need for Alien. So probably gonna mix that together. But first I'm gonna get, give me that lid. Still on, ooh, paper still wet. Yeah. That makes the jar very smelly. That jar hadn't dried before I closed it. Okay, because I have a very good mild orange. Bit too much probably. And then that pearlescent orange. Steering stick. I need a fresh steering stick because this one is just too wet. There we go. This is my gesso steering stick. Hello, steering stick. See, this is a very... This is too dark. I need more of the light. Probably gonna do some white in here. Because I need to get rid of this chunky white anyway. I overestimated how potent this orange was. This is a very weak steering stick, so this is probably going to be 2 uses. It's already been used as a steering stick for cup soup at work. That's how I get my steering sticks. I use them for soup at work, and then I clean them at home. Or I clean them there first, and then I throw them in the dishwasher here, so they get very clean. The steering stick is absolutely... You can see it's bending, so that's not a good one. I need a more stir. Of course, when I've run out of all my recycled ones, I can always grab a silicone steering stick, but this one needs a little bit of reinforcement. This is a thick one. Okay, this is a nice color. I'm gonna add a little bit of water, clean water, which I'm also going to add in here. Clean water in here. And even more clean water in here. hopefully the chunkiness will reduce this way. So first I'm gonna clean you, close you, not clean you. Shaky, shaky for the white. And then careful, steery, steery in here. It is a very lovely orange, by the way. And I only need this little bit of hair. But I can also use this hair for Anzu, which is a character I have still to color. Ah! I know it's a silicone matte and it's already dirty as heck. Haven't been able to find this silicone matte this size anymore. Yeah, I have found it for exorbitant price. But I don't want to take a second mortgage on my home just to afford silicone matte. So I just have to keep my eyes open. I know some people use paper and then after use they can toss it. I rather use that paper for drawing then. So I'll keep my eyes open and maybe one day I'll get one of those craft mats you have in the action. Those are for kids. Kliedermatten. But then you have pictures on it and sometimes licensed characters, so that's not very good. I don't think anyone will mind. I mean, it's like craft mat. Okay, it's a very nice color. And yes, I'm scooping out paint now because of all the chunkiness. I noticed this model had a lot of stringing, so there's a lot of damage. So hopefully this paint does level things out nicely later on, but let's not keep unneeded chunks. Now, that's Mika. Most of my tissues I use, I let dry and then reuse them. So yes, I reuse as much as possible. Let's see. I was thinking about Kitty Ocean because that one has complicated hair. And I'm going to start with, I don't think I'm gonna do neon. Maybe I can do first a base coat of yellow and then neon on top of it. Yeah, I'd rather have something that I don't like, so I don't feel bad if I get it dirty. But because even though silicone is easy to clean, sometimes it just stains. You can't clean everything. Kitty Ocean is due for February and has complicated color hair. Same with Starline, so I have to remember what I'm doing, which colors I'm using, because you know, twins. think that green also fits nicely on the wheel. The green I just made. And considering I made so much green of it, my paint water is dirty, very dirty. Now I also have a blue unmixed. Yes, I do need to paint on them, but I think it's easier to paint green over blue than blue over green. Here's the water. Okay, first we're gonna do Cam's skin. This is also a very nice color for Whisper Shadow Hunter, by the way, so let's combine those. Cam belongs to Serenade Moon, and she's the sporty musical soldier. Also the latest two that I designed, by the way. I haven't printed them yet. I want to print them when I have a couple of more because, well, my new printer is kind of fast. So it would take about, well, an hour perhaps to print 4. Put this over here for now. I don't think Whisper Shadow Hunter is for coming year, but I don't really recall that well. So it's either for coming year or the year after. And Whisper Shadow Hunter is my oldest OC, original character. She did have a bit of a few redesigns. First it was orange hair, then it was more red hair. Then it was fiery hair. And now it's mostly orange hair because of simplicity. Her eye colors have shifted from um, blue to green and back, and it's now blue again. Her mother has green eyes. Let's see, and this is part of her skin. Her looks also changed a bit, but her hair just became wavier and wavier. And she also has orange hair, just like Penny. Don't put it into your light, then you can't see anything. We still have a couple of characters that have no paint on them whatsoever. Some even have no gesso. And looky, there were a couple of bubbles preventing paint from coming where it needs to be. So you first need to do a coat of paint so the paint can actually adhere to something. And let's see, she also has purple. Let's see, have to visualize, I think this part is going to be purple. And otherwise, well, I've made my choice. Whisper Shadow Hunter had a very tragic past in all the other stories, and in this incarnation, she's having a much nicer past. Doesn't have the best mother. Her mother expects perfection from her, but at the same time, luckily, she can let go of that. don't think I'm gonna mix more tones for her. Just keep it a bit simple. Don't make it too overwhelming. And in this incarnation, Whisper Shadow Ender has been named after the two wolf companions Narako had. Because her mother was pretty much obsessed with Narako. Narako was the perfection, the only one, the only suitable one, the only real one. So yeah, her nickname is Whisper. Or nickname her, how people address her. Technically, people could call her Whisper Shadow Hunter as a whole, but it's like a full name you only use when people are in trouble. Oh, being attacked by paint. Have to be very careful not to let them mix. That's why I rather not have colors next to the wet ones, but you know, I also need to learn how to paint. Don't put your flame into the fire, your flame into the paint, because that's gonna smoke. So I'm probably gonna keep a couple of those jars when I'm running out of the big tubes. Perhaps I can just put big tubes in here. Okay, so Whisper can dry now as well. There's still a couple ones that need paint as a whole, but yeah, can't do everything at the same time. I'm going to do Cam's hair because that's actually the same color as Unakara, so that's that very thin dark brown one. You go over here. I need my light. There's a piece of gunk in here. Usually those pieces of gunks cause the mold. So somewhere next week is going to be a stream day where I'm gonna trace a lot of the designs I made that still need to be 3D printed. There we go. Otherwise, I'm not really certain which color it is. Okay, what else can I do? Because I only have about 20 minutes left, give or take. I need to be careful because you're very thin that your color doesn't go all over the place. You actually need some gray. And I'm going to do the silver later on in a single batch. Because I have gray here and I don't need the light gray, I need the silver gray. Making it sound so fancy. I'd rather have jars instead of tubes. So I think I made an oopsie and this one needs to be gray as well. This one needs to be gray. And then I need a little bit of yellow for this line. Let's see. And the blue. And I have about 7 weeks for the first releases. Of course, now I have a lot of time. I have the whole day, but that's because I have a holiday. And her eyes. Let's give that the first coat. But I managed to do quite a lot in these 3 hours because I'm mass painting. So like everything at the same time, let it dry. I used to do more singular, like first do this one, first do that one. Wait, there's still an air bubble in here. Let's see if I can hit it. There we go. And then the paint can even nicely. So yeah, I'm gonna look for silver paint because I'm probably gonna need that next time. Everything else is gonna dry. I'm probably gonna make cheese hair next time. Wait, I can do that with this one because I just need very light yellow, and I have this gunky paint. I'm just gonna create cheese colors here, because then it can sit and hopefully get a little bit of less chunky. And considering I need it to be a slightly bit less bright yellow, I need it to be a bit muted. Guess which color I'm going to use? Hello Gold. So I'm going to add quite some water, make it extra thin. So hopefully that will get rid of the chunks, because the color is right now quite nice. It's a bit too light, which is to be expected. I mean, I added a busload of white. But it is going to dry darker. Slightly bit more. Well, slightly. Suddenly a lot, but okay. Luckily, it's quite translucent, so doesn't have much effect. But this is a very nice light color, a very light sand. So let's get TNT. First this one, and then where are you? Where are you? Where are you? There are you. Because these sisters have the same colors. And after that, I'm gonna quit for today. All these caps that need to dry as well. This is probably gonna need a couple of coats because it's such a light color. And the translucency doesn't really help either. It's okay. I don't know when she will be released as a freebie. This looks very nice, this color. It's a very nice light sandy color. Downside of the light is that you get a bit too much reflection. How's this? No, that doesn't help. No, because I kind of need to see what I'm doing, so I really need to find a way to get more light in here. So I apologize for the glare. Yeah, I'm not seeing what I'm doing. Come here, come here, come here, come here, come here. Come on. There. Maybe not the best lighting for you guys, but at least I can see what I'm doing. So these are just glares. But yeah, that's just paint jar, so that's not that important anyway. Okay, did I get everything for the first coat? Yep. Both are old print? Yes, both are old print. And there's a little bit of shine for it because of the gold. Gold is pretty much muted yellow, so. And like I said, I have plenty of the gold. Okay, like I said, gonna quit here as soon as I fix this. It's probably gonna be better to just do a blob of black over it, which I'm gonna do anyway. Lots of new paints made. And hopefully I can use them for a lot of other projects. So if you want to watch these back, you have a week on Twitch and, well, a couple of hours on YouTube because I'm gonna schedule them. But first I'm gonna make dinner. Let's see. I have no idea when I'm going to do a new cross stream. At least the penny is a certainty when I'm going to do that, because that's always the same time, more or less. And I'll just see whenever I'm going to do another painting run. But at least I have a lot of things drying right now. Really, a lot. And the white's probably going to do the next time because that needs a lot of coats. So, yeah, I will see you whenever, because I really don't know when the next time is going to be. But I'm very proud what I achieved in those 3 hours. Now everything needs to dry, and that's probably going to take the longest. That's probably going to take a